Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to our June onboarding webinar. I am joined by Ashley Lopez. We are very happy to have her here with us today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And we can see everyone in the chat, so please take a second to come in, tell us where you're joining us from. We'd love to see. So we'll just give everyone a minute to pile in. Very happy to have you with us today. Ashley, how's your Friday going?
It's pretty good. I'm excited to be in an air-conditioned building in this hot weather.
Yes, agreed.
Because it is brutal in New York City right now.
Yeah, it is very, very hot outside. So Miami, Michigan, Texas, all over.
Wow.
Nice. Well, welcome, everyone. We can go ahead and get started. So
Let's do it.
my name is Kamaria Burrow, and I'm a senior marketing manager for the Amazon Influencer Program, leading educational events. I'm joined, like I said, by Ashley Lopez, also known as Super Ashley. You can go to her storefront, which is linked under this live. So definitely take a look at some of the amazing things she has saved. Ashley is an expert in the program and has been with us for a while. So we're excited to have her here and show us some of her best tips and tricks as we explain the program to you all. So the Amazon Influencer Program is a place where creators can build successful and rewarding businesses by recommending Amazon products and services. Today, you'll learn the essentials of the Amazon Influencer Program. So everything from how to set up your storefront, create links, view your commissions, how to get help if you have any questions or issues with your storefront, and a lot more. So if you're wondering how it works, if you're new to the program, or if you've been in the program and you're just not sure what to do next, you are in the right place. So I'll turn it over to Ashley. Let's hear a little about you. I would love for you to introduce yourself to everyone who's here.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashley Lopez, born and raised New Yorker, Puerto Rican, and plus size, Puerto Rican and Dominican. Can't forget the other half. Plus size beauty, lifestyle, fashion influencer. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'm Super Ashley 127 on all of my platforms, and a very heavy Amazon linker.
Yes. So welcome, Ashley. Everyone say welcome, Ashley, in the chat. What we're going to get started with is just a quick overview of how to sign up and then how to set up your storefront. So let's get started. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat, but we'd love for you to save them towards the end where we'll sit back down and have time for questions for the Amazon Influencer Program and any creator questions you have for Ashley specifically. So I will get into how you sign up for the program. All right, so let's get started. The easiest way to get started in the program is to go to Amazon.com/influencers. When you go to this page, you will have the opportunity to sign up and log in with your existing Amazon account. So you'll click the blue sign up button and log in with your existing account or a new account. We have two options for login that make it easier to get you approved. You can receive automatic eligibility by signing in directly with TikTok or Instagram. We ask that you grant Amazon influencers access so that we can verify your account. Once those steps are complete, you'll receive a message that you're eligible or ineligible for the program. So once you're in, you'll see a page that says your Vanity URL. It'll be really easy to navigate, and you'll be able to set up your storefront in that moment. When you're setting up your storefront, there are a few things that you should know. So first, adding an avatar. So you see my avatar there. You can, so right here, you can edit that to be a photo that is on one of your existing social pages, or you can upload a new photo. For page title, you can put your name, so how you want to be searched, and this will also be your storefront name. So some tips for the page title, which is your name. Don't use emojis. Well, put spaces in between words for storefront name. So use my space store instead of my store with no spaces. Don't add unnecessary spaces between letters. So my name's Kamaria. That's spelled Kamaria. I wouldn't do K space, A space, M space, etc. And once your storefront name is updated, make sure you update your link wherever it appears, whether that's a link in bio tool or on a blog. And once you've made those changes, you'll click the yellow Save button, which is here at the bottom. So now that we've gone through that, I will show you how to actually view everything in Associate Central. Perfect. So Associate Central is where your home page is for all things influencers. This is where you can easily access your influencer page. So you'll see you'll see my influencer URL. That link specifically is what we like to tell people to use in their links in bio. So whether on TikTok, if you have one place where you want to link to your storefront, we suggest using that. Same for Instagram and other social profiles. On this page, once you scroll down, you'll see a lot of helpful resources. So there are a lot of helpful links that you can use as you get started with the program. You can click to learn more. We have amazing resources and tools in the Amazon Influencer Program Education Hub. So articles like mobile get link or how to get started, creating content, how to create a shoppable photo or video. You can find all of that there. Another useful link is requesting a change in Vanity URL. So when I scroll up, you'll see that my URL is amazon.com/shop/Kamaria. Sometimes those won't match your social profile. So if you did want to change that, you can click there to make it happen. If you do need to reach out to us for any support, this is the page where you can do that as well. So clicking help and support will guide you to share what issue you're having, and the team can get back to you. The last link there is the Amazon Influencer Program policy. It's good to bookmark and reference in the future should you have any questions about how the program works and what you are allowed to do. So now that we've seen how to update your storefront, I will show you how to navigate the top. So Amazon Associates Central is what you'll see every time you log in. So we'll just go back home. And the Influencers tab is what's most important. So when I click my page, I'm able to see the changes that I just made reflected. So I didn't add a header, but you can add a header that matches your other social profiles. But you'll see my avatar, you'll see my name, and you'll see the tagline that I've created. Now, this is also the page where you will create content, edit your storefront, see reporting, and manage your videos. The storefront is a great place to monetize your content. This is something that we always talk about and we'll spend a lot of time talking about today. You already have existing content featuring Amazon products, so this is where you can use that. We have different content types. So we have Idealist, which are organized by topic. So as you'll see, I have a spring summer Idealist, a cafe au lait Idealist for all coffee things that I do, Casa Kamaria, decor for the home, Coachella, books to be read again, and then finally work from home. In these categories, I can add everything that I already have in my apartment. So for Casa Kamaria, for example, I have these cute candles that I got from Amazon. I can link to those there and share them with my followers so that they can reference them and that I can also earn commission from that purchase. Same for different coffee tools. And these have no limits. So there are a lot of different categories that can be used for this. If you have fashion items that you want to share, kitchen items, if you have bathroom decor, even electronics, there's so many things that you can do. And having a dedicated idea list for all the ideas you have in your mind is a great place, and the products that you have in your home. So on to photos. Shoppable photos are another great way to monetize your content. It already exists. So if you have photos of yourself in a really cute shirt or skirt, or in this case, I ordered these pink straws from Amazon, I'm able to upload a photo and tag that item directly there. So I'm able to, I'll click it so you can see, in this photo, my straws are included. So I took this picture when I was just sitting at a coffee shop. I bring the straws with me. They are individually wrapped. So I'm able to take pictures on the go. By sharing either this shoppable photo or my unique link to the straws, I'm able to earn commissions if someone purchases using that. So if we go back, you can do the same thing with video. So if you had like a TikTok that existed or a YouTube video and you're wearing something or there's something featured that's available on Amazon, you can add the products there as well. One thing I will do is I'll show you how to add to your Idealist on desktop right now. So I mentioned coffee, I mentioned home items. There are many different categories, but one thing I just saw that I'm going to add to my storefront is a lavender simple syrup for my coffee bar. So I have this one and I like it a lot, and I would recommend it to those that follow me. To do that is very, very simple. On this page, I scroll to the bottom and I can add it to my Idealist almost immediately. So on this drop down, you'll see exactly the Idealist that I have on my page. So I'm going to add it to Cafe Au Lait. So as a first step, it'll now show up on my storefront in that Idealist. Something else I can do on this page in the upper left corner using SiteStripe is create a link that I can use separate from my storefront. So we want to make sure that our influencers and content creators are always earning from their recommendations. So using SiteStripe, I can create a link to this page. So this is a unique link only to me. Wherever I include this link, if someone clicks it and then places an order, I will receive commissions for that. So I will copy this link and I would just copy it directly from here and use it where I need. For those who have blogs or want to embed an actual image, there's an option to copy the generated HTML code. And in addition, there's like the Amazon widget where you have a text and you have an image of the item where you can just shop now. So those are the different ways you can create links and add to your Idealist. I'm going to go back to the home page or to my page and show you all how to create an Idealist right now. So I click create content and Idealist. So if I wanted to do something new, it's really hot outside today, so I'll say hot days. And you can add a description here. So I'll say ways to stay cool. And I'll post. And once I post this, my Idealist is public and I can add to it almost immediately. Another item that I love on days like this are portable fans. So it's good for just walking around New York City or going to the beach, something that I've used and I would recommend to those who follow me and to the people I interact with. So I'll scroll down. I can click add to list and I can add it directly to hot days. So when I go back to my storefront, within a few seconds, the item that I added is there. So very easy if you dedicate just a little time here and there to add to your Idealist, upload photos that you already have. I could create a shoppable photo of this if I was walking down the street right now and I had the fan. I could take a quick selfie, upload it, tag the item, and then make sure I'm using the right links in all the places the photo appears. Other content that can be created, and I've memorized my storefront URL. I know not everyone's is easiest, so if you wanted to get back a lot quicker, you could just go to amazon.com/influencers. So now I'm back to my storefront. We'll see my new Idealist that I just made. The storefronts are populated by with the content that you have. If I had videos, if I had done Amazon Lives, they would also appear here, mixed between the Idealist and Shoppable Photos. If you wanted to create other content, like a photo or video, or go live with Amazon Live, like we are here today, you would click those too. If you ever wanted to edit your storefront, similar to what we did when I first started speaking or presenting, you would click Edit Storefront and it would allow you to change your, we'll scroll back down, So to change the image, header, page title, again, which is your name, and the page tagline. Just be sure to always click save so that your changes are reflected. I am going to sit back down to talk to Ashley and get an idea of how she's used the program and been successful in it. So give us 1 second and we will be on with Ashley. Hello, so I'm back.
We're back.
Just wanted to do a quick overview so that people know how to get started in the program. And that brings me to my first question. So how did you get started with the Amazon Influencer Program and what brought you to it?
I've been influencing for a long time. So when I also buy everything on Amazon. So when I realized there was an Amazon influencer program, and I think this was just kind of me being on Amazon.com a little too often and checking every single page, I immediately signed up. And luckily at that point I had enough of a following that I was like immediately accepted to the program. And then, I just started linking very passively, set up my storefront. It really wasn't directly things I talked about in my content, but just passively, like things I liked, if people had frequently asked questions of like, what's your favorite foundation or what's your favorite eyebrow pencil, whatever, I would put all of those things that I use pretty regularly on there. And it was super passive. It wasn't until about 2 years ago that I kind of took the Amazon influencer program more seriously and started actively finding things, actively reviewing things, actively posting new content, like at this point on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And I've definitely seen a lot of traffic, a lot of, success with it. So I love the Amazon influencer program.
Yes. Well, we are happy to have you in the program. What are your favorite things about being a member?
I think my favorite things about being a member is that Amazon makes it so simple to do everything. They're constantly updating and, making new features that you can just link on the go on your phone. I also love that, as you like your storefront kind of goes in like chronological order. So if I post something right now, it's going to be the first thing people see when they go, to my storefront. I think it's just super accessible and makes kind of integrating it into, my normal content super simple. So I can make one piece of content and it can live in both places and make money.
Yeah. What inspires you to keep creating content? So we may have some new people to the program who are here today who are just getting started, but like what inspired you to get started and what inspires you to keep going?
Inspired me to get started. That's like a hard question to answer because I've been doing it for so long. But I've always been a person like that's all about community. So creating content just comes to me super naturally, and interacting with people online comes to me super naturally. And I've always been, kind of the girl that people came to for fashion advice or makeup advice. So to have everything like living in one little hub to send people to makes my life a lot easier, makes their life a lot easier. And what inspires me to keep doing it is that people seem to really receive it well. And, I have built kind of a community of a really good group of women that inspire me every day, just, interacting with them online. So it makes me want to go out. Like if somebody DMs me and is like, Ashley, what's your favorite Amazon leggings? I'm like, well, now I have to try every pair of leggings on Amazon to make sure I'm giving the girls the goods.
Yes. Before we get into your storefront and showing, I would love for you to share like, what is your lane? Or do you post everything? Like I talked about how I have some home things, coffee things, but mine are kind of sporadic. Would you say that you share items in all categories in terms of recommendations, or do you stick to like fashion and beauty?
Definitely primarily fashion. Specifically, a lot of people come to me for like shapewear, undergarments, also like workout clothes, jeans. But I kind of post everything. I post, whatever makeup I find or beauty products I find on Amazon, some home stuff. I'm not really like a huge home decor person, but if people ask, if I show my living room and people ask me, I'm going to link it all. Yeah. That's like part of the reason I love the Amazon influencer program too, is that you can just like passively make an income on things that, you don't really even think about much. Like if somebody goes to my Amazon storefront for a pair of leggings I showed, but then, they poke around and see my home items, that's there for them too. So I love it all. But I do post mostly fashion.
Okay. And I think one thing I mentioned when I was standing up there is like shoppable photos.
Yep.
So would you say you use a lot of existing content? Like you said, if you're sitting in your living room and you notice you have something, will you take a picture right there? You'd be like, oh, I may have like some photos in the past that I can use and add.
Yeah, so I'm a very like in the moment kind of person. So if I snap a picture like on my Instagram story, I'll immediately like repurpose it, save it from my Instagram story, put it up on the storefront and link whatever, Amazon items are in there. So I do a lot of shoppable photos. I also do a lot of TikTok. And so as much as I would like to upload the videos, it takes a little bit longer and I'm very like instant gratification. So a lot of times to make it super easy for my followers to, know what they're looking at, I'll just take a quick screenshot of part of the video, put it up as a shoppable photo with all of the items I'm showcasing. And then, it's recognizable. They know this is the same video, even though it's not a video. They recognize what I'm wearing, the, background I'm in. And it makes it super simple for them to be like, okay, this is what I'm looking for because I wanted these leggings or whatever it is,
That's a great tip. I hope that you all like wrote notes down for that because I know sometimes video or photo can be a little overwhelming for some people.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, just make sure you have that one image where everything is, and then you can go in and add those items. And when you're creating shoppable photos, what's really important is when you upload the photo, tag everything that's in that photo that one time, so that it's all linked there. Otherwise, you won't be able to edit it. So
I realized that yesterday.
oh no, I hope you didn't have too many items.
No, it was just one.
Okay.
It was just one thing, and then I just created like a one-off link like through Site Stripe, and I put that up on my Instagram stories because a few people were asking me, so it wasn't the end of the world. But I did realize I was like, okay, now I gotta backtrack and make sure I'm careful and link everything the first time.
Yes. Well, I would love for you to walk us through your storefront and share some tips.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, so this is my storefront. I made a cute little banner with, my handles and pictures of me just so it's super easily recognizable. Also for my little bio kind of blurb, I made it very, very simple for anybody shopping. I said, if I said I linked this on my Amazon shop, this is where it is. And I do a lot of Amazon content. So up top, they always have my most recent live video. This was a little fragrance haul that I did. Actually, it was a full beauty haul. It was primarily on fragrance, but I did a whole bunch of beauty stuff. So everything that I featured in that video is all up here, easy to shop, ready to go. And then, like I said before, everything on your Amazon storefront, it kind of goes in chronological order. So everything you've linked, it goes from like newest to oldest, basically. So everything I've linked most recently is up here, and it'll go all the way back down to anything that was older. So I like to keep things very, very simple on my Amazon storefront. I like to do it by category. If you're looking for a necklace, you can find it in the accessories and shoes. If you're looking for a top or a bodysuit, it's right here. If you're looking for dresses, right here. All very, very simple. I also do a lot of shoppable photos. This one I did actually just yesterday, and I went to the beach on Wednesday, and Amazon kindly sent me this really cute beach bag. So I was like, I have to take a picture of it. And I just included all the things I brought to the beach. Some of them are in the photo, some of them aren't, but I've got, everything you need for a beach day. You need some sunglasses, you need a good hair tie, good hair clip, a tumbler to keep your drink cold, a nice beach towel. This is one that I got on Amazon as well, and it was so good because it came with like a little bag, so I didn't have to get sand in my car. So all of the goods right here. I love that you can have one photo but link like a bunch of different things. Let's go back. And I also have, I work out 3 days a week, and a lot of my workout sets are from Amazon. So most of the time, right before I head out of the house, I will take just a quick little snapshot in the mirror, post it on my Instagram story just to show off whatever workout outfit I'm wearing, especially for a large majority of my followers are plus size or curvy. So finding curvy girl-friendly athletic wear, especially on Amazon, can be kind of hit or miss. So I gotta make sure I give the girls the goods and link everything every single time because we need it. By the way, this set was amazing. I loved it. So go get that one. Yeah, like I said, workout clothes and fitness faves all in one category. So if you missed, one day, or, you go back and look at all of it. Maybe you don't like the tank top, but maybe you want to see some, long sleeve options I have in here. So it's all here. Let's think. What else? I don't do videos very often, like I told you guys before. I'm very like instant gratification. I love to just, put it up and go. The videos take a little bit longer to load, but they do, I don't know, I would say, don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do, and do some more videos, because I feel like that content living on Amazon is going to be really beneficial to anybody getting started and get them noticed and get people to look at your shop. But this was actually just a TikTok I made, and I just saved the TikTok, put it up here, and put it up with all the dresses I'm wearing in the TikTok. This was for Valentine's Day. And so anybody coming from my TikTok, they see the exact same video and they know exactly what it is, and they know they can find all the dresses that I was wearing there in that same spot. But yeah, this is it. I've got a lot of categories, a lot of shoppable photos, lots of stuff. My biggest tip is consistency. The more you post, the more opportunity you have to get people to see your content.
Yes. Can you show us how you would create, if you were at your computer? I know we're not showing a mobile view, but if you wanted to add to your storefront right now, what you would do in terms of some of the items you mentioned?
I would, okay, let's just click, like say I want to, because this is actually the perfume I'm wearing today. So let's just, I don't want to, there we go. If I go to this fragrance, which is really, really nice, all I have to do is go over here, click add to list, and then it will be, these are your lists, but yes. I would just click whatever one of these. I'm going to leave this here for you, Kamaria, because it's good. I'm going to put it in Casa Kamaria for you. Yes. And you just click it there, and now it's in her storefront. It's really that simple. Or if she was wearing this fragrance and she wanted to just do a quick little link on her Instagram story, all you have to do is go up here to Site Stripe, click text, and you get that little link right here, copy and paste it, and you're good to go.
Yes, thank you. So we're going to sit back down, go through Q&A. We'll be looking at the chat, so if you do want to start putting some questions in, please do. Thank you, Ashley, for showing us your storefront. A lot of good content there.
Yep.
And a lot of good tips. I want to get into best practices, because I think as people get started in the program, being new, like I said, it may be like overwhelming to just get started.
Definitely.
So when you first started, how often would you say you posted or shared your links to your followers?
So rare, like maybe once a month, like not often at all. I didn't realize the power that it had, to be honest. When I realized, basically when I started, when my TikTok started taking off, and obviously I get a bunch of stuff from Amazon, so I was just, sharing it organically. When I realized how many people were clicking my links just, off of a random, I think I linked a bra was the first time, my Amazon influencer like sales really went up. When I realized that, I was like, wait a second, all I have to do is do this like more than once a month, and I can have all of these sales and, be this successful. So best practice is definitely just link everything, because why not? You
should definitely link everything. I want to focus on this question from Chan the Fan. Mm-hmm. Will you talk more about the on-site commission process and how your pictures, videos get chosen to appear on product pages? I've read the best practices, but I'd love to hear Ashley's strategies.
To be honest, I don't know if my content lives on the product page. I know if it's a live video, it does, but I've never actually even checked for the pictures, which is a bad practice of mine.
No. It's okay. By using shoppable photos and videos, you do have the opportunity to appear on product pages. And also if people click those images or videos, and even if they're going to another page to kind of search for something else, it's still kind of tracked under your commission or contributes to what you have. Yeah. But I think commission is like a big topic. A lot of people want to know how to earn, best practices in terms of earning, but how often would you say you check your commission statement?
Every day.
I know with Danielle, she would say she looked through and see, oh, this performed really well 1 week, so let me either redo that or think about the strategies I have for this item.
Yeah, so I actually keep a tab open in like Google Chrome at all times, and I refresh it every day. And update, see how my sales are doing. But yes, that is a great practice. To also Amazon, the influencer program, they send you like weekly updates, and they'll send you exactly the links that were your top sellers for that week, and you just click them. You can even do, like a little, like a little infographic or a little Canva edit of all of, the top sellers for the past week. Remind your followers that, people are buying this, so you might enjoy it as well. Even if you've linked something once, you can link it link it again and again for all the people that have missed it. If a lot of your followers are loving it, a lot more of them that missed it will also love it. So keep refreshing. You don't have to find a new product every time to show. You can just revisit your best sellers and be really successful in that way too.
Yeah. Another question, is there a way to get your site stripe links to open directly in the Amazon mobile app versus opening in the browser? I thought this was a question about creating the site stripe links, but one thing I do want to note here is that outside of site stripe on desktop, you can also create links with mobile get link, which is through the Amazon app. So that's a really good way to do things on the go. Would you say you create links on the go on the app versus desktop?
Yeah, I definitely create it's probably equal, but I just as frequently create mobile links, and Amazon has made it really, really easy to do that. All you have to do is go in the app, and at like the top, the little share button at the top, the right-hand corner of the picture, you click that and you say get link, and it automatically like if you're part of the influencer program, it automatically generates your site stripe link rather than, the generic like page link that wouldn't be linked to your storefront. So it's super simple. You just click the button, get the link, and it's going to drive all of that traffic to, all that traffic is going to be logged in your storefront links. Yeah.
Okay. If I want to share the perfume to my Insta story, I just post the link. So what link would you use in that scenario if you were posting to Instagram stories?
You know what? This is kind of a best practice tip too. If you want to drive traffic to your storefront and get people to maybe stay a little bit longer, poke around and see other things, then you can make a little shoppable photo or just link whatever Idealist that's in. Or if you really are just like, oh, people are asking for this direct thing, you can just do the site stripe link, but it's really up to you. I am starting to implement this, in my own practices, starting to link to my storefront rather than an individual link, because it kind of just gives people the opportunity to poke around, look for a little bit longer, keep them on the app, and maybe, make a little more commission. Why not?
And do you keep your storefront as like one of the links in your bio?
Yes, that's like my second link, like my website and Amazon.
Okay, nice. I know we're getting a lot of questions about commission, so I'm going to go back to the screen so that I can show you all the analytics page that we mentioned earlier. So from this page, when you're logged in, this is essentially the dashboard, but I can go to reports to see what I have done. So I'll click Consolidated Summary. So I'd love actually if you could walk us through like kind of what you would see here. I'm not a great example because as you all can see, my storefront, it's not bare, but I'm not an influencer like Ashley. But here is where you could actually see your earnings overview and then dive into what some of those different products are.
Yeah, so this is kind of the tab I keep open on my computer all the time and I always keep this looking at not necessarily the last 30 days. I always go for like for the month, because when you start working with the Amazon influencer program, all your sales goals are per month. So you have June sales goals, July, and so on. So I always look at my sales goals for that current month to see how I'm stacking up. So if today's the 17th, I should hopefully be at least at halfway of my sales goal. So here you have, basically, it's going to tell you by each day how much you made in commissions, how many clicks you got, how many sales you got, and I'm going to just click this again and see what it shows so I can try to dive a little deeper. Let's go to the full report. Yeah, here we go. So this is a little bit more detailed. So you're going to have exactly, here, let me go. So up here, I'll go to preset dates. This is how I keep it this month. So we're just going to go for June. apply, and then this is the page I like to check, and it goes literally each day. It'll tell you how many clicks, how many ordered items, how much you earned in commission, and then down here it would be kind of like categories. So you would have fashion, you would have beauty, and you could see exactly how much you sold, like in sales. So this would be shipped items revenue. That's how much you make Amazon in sales, how much product was sold, like in dollar amounts. And then your commission would be in total earnings. And this would be, you know, your bonuses. You get commissions if somebody clicks your link and then signs up for Amazon Prime, you get the bounty from their membership fee, which is super cool. That's another thing I love about Amazon, is that as long as you drive the traffic to Amazon.com, they're going to give you commission for basically everything in that person's cart. So take advantage of linking and just get people on the site, and it will greatly benefit you.
Yes, we can return to the sofa, but I wanted to make sure that everyone was able to see what the commissions page looks like. And we are back to answer a few more questions.
Let's do it.
So one question that we get often, because it is a global program, is like, where's the Amazon influencer program available? So our markets are the United States, Canada, India, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. So I'm sure we didn't see everyone come in who's joining us in the chat, but I'm sure we have some international people here. So if you are interested in the program and you're in one of those locales, please do sign up. The program is open to you. I'm also glad that Ashley mentioned Prime. Like if you sign up for a Prime membership, or someone signs up using one of your links, or during that, I guess you could say, shopping moment, that you'll get a bounty. So Prime Day is coming up. Those dates were recently announced. We will be doing a Prime Day webinar that we hope you can join us for, where the focus will really be about best practices for Prime Day specifically, learning more about bounties, and what some of those incentives are ahead of like one of the biggest earning moments of the year for many creators and influencers.
Yeah.
Let's see another question that we got in through the RSVP. Some people sent through questions, so I want to answer some of those. How long does your link last? So link attribution is 24 hours or purchase. So if the consumer clicks on someone else's link, they may get attribution. So that's something to keep in mind when sharing your links, or wondering how, if someone, you know, if they go to that perfume link from you, but then from there, it's like they're shopping for groceries, there's a chance that you may get some commissions off that, which is pretty sweet.
Can I answer that question that's on the screen now?
Yes. Let's, I'll read it. To clarify, is there a way to get your site stripe links to open for your followers directly in their app rather than the browser when they go to shop?
Yeah. So whenever you use a site stripe link, it's going to go directly to, like if you use it on mobile, it's going to navigate to the Amazon app rather than like, you know, just a website. And then the next part of this question said, I find many of my followers end up copying the title of the product from the product page in their browser and pasting into their app. That is my best practice tip. This is going to sound a little shady, but hear me out. Do not tell people the exact product name, because if you're, I like to call it a finder's fee. If I'm doing the work to create the content and bring you the product, the least you could do is use my link. So refrain from telling them the exact product name. Direct them to your links, obviously as nicely as possible, so they feel, you know, good about doing it. But refrain from giving them the name, so that all of the traffic that you are generating is going to be logged, and you're going to have that data, and you're going to have those commissions.
Thank you. So let's go scroll through to see a few more questions. How to grow an Instagram following. I will leave that to you because I'm not the influencer here, but would love to hear some tips.
Honestly, it's all about showing up. And I know this is like the most cliche thing that all influencers say, but it really is all about consistency. And on top of consistency, it's all about adding value to your content. Like, give people a reason to come back and watch all your stories. Give them a reason to like your posts. Like, give them something. It doesn't necessarily have to be informational. It can be, you know, inspirational, uplifting, something to come back. And consistency is super key because the more content you put out there, the more of a chance you have for new people to see it, to want to follow. So if you are posting once a week, that only gives people an opportunity once a week to find your page. If you're posting every day, that's, 7 times as many chances for people to find you. If you're posting on your stories every day, that's putting kind of a personality and a face to, or a name to the face, a story to the face. So people will connect with you. That's really all social media is about, is connection and building community. So give them a reason to stick around. Yeah, show off your personality. Also video content, do videos.
Yeah. So you're big on TikTok, so you do
Yep.
a lot of TikTok videos.
Yep.
Would you say a lot of those feature Amazon products and you're doing a lot of like try-ons? Is that something
Yeah.
that you do, or is it more, sometimes people do like more fun content, then it's like, and by the way, like this product is in it? Or do you focus like you're planning around saying, these are the 5 items I'm going to show in this video?
Yeah, so I'm even more specific. Like I will review one single item in a video because a lot of the content I do is on either like, like a piece of shapewear, and you want to know all about that one piece of shapewear, how it's going to work, me jumping into it to get it on. So a lot of Amazon stuff, and I'll usually focus on one, if not like, 2 or 3, because, with TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, you really only have 60 seconds. So you don't want to overload people with too much. I do sometimes do videos of like, cute, like, some cutesy music, show a few dresses, a few tops, stuff like that. Yeah, but don't overload people with too much, but drive them to the shop. There's more there. They'll see more there.
Yes. And when it comes to Instagram, how often would you say you share content there?
Same every day. Probably more often on Instagram because of Instagram stories. Like TikTok doesn't see my daily workout outfits, but Instagram does.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Please keep sending in your questions. We're scrolling through to see. How many followers did you have when your commissions really started to pay out?
Well, my first payout, it wasn't very much because I wasn't linking a lot. But I think I was at maybe like 10K on Instagram, and this is before I even had, before TikTok existed, I'm pretty sure. But when I started seeing like, it as a stream of income, that I was about, like, on TikTok, I was pretty big because I'd kind of gone viral for something else and then started implementing Amazon stuff. So at that point, maybe like 300K on TikTok, and maybe like 50K on Instagram. But I didn't have to have those numbers to see an income. I just needed to be linking more. And so don't think that it's a follower account. It's really, you get out of it whatever you put into it. So even if you have 1,000 followers, everybody can link on Instagram stories now. So keep linking.
Yeah. Link, and make sure that they're things that you would recommend. I think that's something that's super important about the program. It's about sharing your trusted recommendations with your followers. So I shared lavender syrup that I have at home that I really like. Ashley was showing us how to link to a fragrance that she has on now, which smells really good. But make sure that you're recommending products that you will want people to buy, and like it's a trusted source.
That's another thing. Like if I do try something, because not everything is going to be a winner. When I do try something from Amazon that, I want to be, authentic and honest about how it worked out, and I'll still post the video even if it didn't work out for me. Those times I won't link it on my story because I don't want somebody coming later that didn't see that video to think that dress fit me, or like, I want to be as honest as possible, and I don't want to link something I didn't like on the storefront, even though I made a piece of content with it.
Yeah. So there are a lot of different opportunities to earn. There's such a huge audience of Amazon consumers who are always looking to buy things. I know sometimes I end up in a rabbit hole online, whether that's from just looking at one thing and getting to another, or being on social. So consistency is super important. So Dante asks, how can you start since I just started? So you just got started in the program and you're wondering what to do next. I would say utilize some of your existing content. I think hopefully everyone here can say that they have a photo that has something from Amazon in it that they've purchased, whether that's, in my case, a straw, or like a pair of pants, a shirt, a book. there's so many things that you can link to. I would look through your photos and kind of go through what you can add to your storefront immediately and create shoppable photos with. So that's one of my tips, but I would love to hear from you.
I would go through your Amazon orders, like look at everything you ordered on Amazon and start to make idea lists with it all. So everything you bought for your home that you ended up liking and not returning or anything, make a little home decor or, kitchen idea list and just go through your orders. Obviously, those are all things that you bought and used and figure out which ones you love the most and just start making idea lists, I think, is the easiest way to start off because you don't really have to make any more content. You already bought the things, you already tried them out. So just, put them all together in a list, categorize them, and now you have a storefront.
Yeah. Idealists are super easy. I always compare them to not compare them, but I describe them as Pinterest boards. Because if you don't know the name, Idealist, it's like, oh, what's that? But it's really just a group of items that you give a theme, that thing you can share with everyone and house everything in one place.
Yep.
So just think about it as a category. Super easy to create. Any other questions? This is a good one. What are some of your best-selling products of 2022?
Of 2022, leggings. There's a full body shapewear piece that I tried on TikTok, and that video got I want to say it has over 3 million views now. So that is probably my number one top seller for 2022. But also things like my workout sets sell really well. Also, just everyday underwear, ladies, it's really hard to find underwear. So it doesn't have to be anything glamorous or fancy, link everything. I'm literally linking my panties on Amazon and it's making me a lot of money. So just do it.
Yes. And you can shop, Ash. So if you're looking at, you're watching this live, at the bottom we have some resources. So there's the Education Hub, an article on the Education Hub that's tips for creating content. But also everything that Ashley has referenced is in her storefront. So if you click that link, you will be able to shop her finds. You'll be able to see the view that we saw earlier that has her idealist videos and shoppable photos. So a lot of good things there that you should check out. I want to thank Ashley for joining us.
Thank you.
I feel like there's so many really good tips. I'm maybe I should go home and figure some of this out.
You gave me some tips too. It's stuff I didn't know about.
Yes. So glad to have you. Again, everyone, the Amazon Influencer Program is here to help you all share your recommendations with your followers. So the recommended Amazon products and services, it's your place to curate a selection of products you know your followers will love and recommend products through posts, idealists, and shoppable photos and videos. Like I said, with hundreds of millions of active customers worldwide and millions of products, Amazon can help you reach a large audience with vast selection of products, including the latest trends. So once your storefront is set up, you can use personalized shareable links to share your favorites with Amazon and your followers. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Amazon Influencer Program. Follow Ashley at SuperAshley127. Check out our storefront. Check out Idea Hub. Thanks for joining us and have a good weekend.